Respond. No medium reaches this coveted black audience like KBLA Talk 1580. So, hit us up today at smb@kbla1580.com and let us help you connect with our loyal listeners. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black money to put. Self-care and find our focus. This is Mindful Mondays with Saharah Ali on KBLA Talk 1580.
And what a week. And on weeks like these, it's such a blessing to start out, set our intention, and get ourselves centered, grounded, fortified, cleansed, all the good things with a yoga instructor. She's a meditation teacher, a numerologist, astrologer, and a life coach, among other things. It's time for Mindful Monday with Saharah Ali. Good morning, Saharah.
Good morning, Dominique. You are always so kind. And good morning, KBLA family. Yes, this is a week to keep your head to the sky. And welcome to Mindful Monday, where we get our minds right for the week by setting positive intentions to honor our mind and body through meditation, prayer, and affirmation. As we step unapologetically into our week, being on purpose with our power, wisdom, truth, and faith. Today, we're going to unpack the process of trust, looking at what we trust, who we trust, and how we have more trust in ourselves. Trust is the foundation of spirituality. Trust is expressed as a firm belief in the reliability of truth and the ability or strength of someone or something. Most of our actions and or relationships are built on trust. Trust gives us the foundation to move forward with confidence in all things. It's self-trust that navigates wholeness, allowing faith. Psalm 23 is a prayer based on trust. Surrendering to the Lord as our shepherd, we shall not want, beckoning us to release the need to be in want because God is our source. Most of us are challenged when it comes to trusting God as our source. When our backs are up against the wall, we begin to wonder who, what, when, where, and how will our needs be met. Trust supports life's awareness, yielding meaning and substance amidst darkness, faithfulness, or faithfulness, and suffering. Especially when we fall into false beliefs or fears, doubting our needs can be met. Trust aids in believing life will continue with meaning and substance. Trust enhances our purpose, awakening our inner strength, supporting our souls to navigate unapologetically, assisting our drive to bring dreams to fruition. So going forward, let's lean into our Mindful Monday meditation as we anchor ourselves, opening ourselves to faith. So take a breath, ground yourself. Feel your feet on the earth. connecting to the root of your purpose, aligning with your soul's faith. Just breathe and open to trust right here, right now. Breathe, be in present time, accepting the Lord is your shepherd. Just relax, take a deep breath, and now exhale. And as you exhale, surrender. Surrender to this moment. Inhale, calling on the power of divine clarity, opening to wisdom. Breathe in wisdom. And exhale, mindfully connect to your wholeness, to your truth, to trust. Listen as you inhale. Listen to the voice within. And as you exhale, just let go. Let go, relax, quiet your mind, and just breathe. Be on purpose in this moment, connecting to faith, connecting to trust, and giving yourself permission to lean into your divine self. Breathe, feeling safe with every breath. Allow yourself to relax. And now breathe in love from the Most High. Allow yourself to feel this innate truth of unconditional love. And exhale, calling on your angels and ancestors, opening to trust with self-love, with confidence. Allow yourself to relax and let go. And now inhale, releasing. And as you exhale, relax and let go, opening to grace. Allowing yourself to breathe in and listen with an open heart, feeling the power of love all around you. Breathe in that love. Breathe in that unconditional knowingness that navigates all of us. Exhale and surrender. Relax, be here now. And now inhale, ready to embrace trust. Promising yourself to be unapologetically faithful, trusting your wholeness and being on purpose. Now just quiet the mind, quiet your body, allow your breath to be normal, allow yourself to relax, and open yourself to receive our Mindful Monday affirmation. Just relax and breathe and feel anchored, leaning into the wisdom within yourself. Our Mindful Monday affirmation: today I allow God's will to be done as I stand in faith, trusting my highest good to manifest with grace and ease. Just breathe. Today I allow God's will to be done as I stand in faith, trusting my highest good to manifest with grace and ease. Relax into that. Breathe into that. And as you breathe, bring your awareness back to present time, opening to trusting the manifestation of your highest good with grace and ease. Just breathe and center yourself, coming back to present time. I'd like to thank Dominique, to have a smiley Miles and the 1580 KBLA family. Have an unapologetic, mindfully blessed week, surrendering to trust, opening to the manifestation of your highest good.
Thank you so much, Saharah. Sometimes seems easier than others to allow God's will to be done, and especially to stand in faith. But I think it's a great reminder to start the week. And of course, you probably, well, I don't know if you know or not, today is my dad's heavenly birthday. The late Mary Baraka, a.k.a. Leroy Jones, always thinking of him on this day. But it's a reminder that it is most definitely Libra season. So happy birthday to all of the Libras who are not a Mary Baraka, as well as, of course, to my beloved father.
Blessings to your powerful, beloved Father, and grace to you as you honor and celebrate his wholeness manifesting in your life.
Yes, thank you for that. Saharah, do you have any sound baths coming up that we should know about? I know you can always go to saharahali.com and see where she's teaching yoga and where you can get a little some of them kinks out, the ones that you don't want.
Next sound bath is not until November, and I just have to keep everybody posted because I am going on a spiritual retreat honoring myself. So I'll be disconnected for a moment, but I will still be available for
What, a spiritual person going on a spiritual retreat? How strange.
I'm just taking some time for myself to walk on the beach and to connect to the Most High and
That's
faith
wonderful.
and trust and allow God's will to unfold as I transform who I'm becoming.
Well, I love that for you. Congratulations. So go to the website or call Elise, and she'll tell you when Saharah will be available to meet with you if you want a reading or if you want a sound bath for yourself or your crew, your job. It's a fun thing to do at the job. You can call Elise at 213-628-9783, 213-628-9783. Saharah Ali, thank you, and have a wonderful retreat.
You too. Take care.
This is the perfect time to call me, 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. Because, there's no shortage of things to talk about. I mean, it's just where we are in the world at this moment on this day. And man, another hurricane. I mean, it's crazy to me that, again, you can see how the misinformation and disinformation is working, because while little trolls are running around on the internet saying that FEMA is out of money, and which it's not, or that Joe Biden is not helping the people from Hurricane Helene, which he is, even though Trump lied, which is what he does, and said the governor has not been able to get in touch with Biden. The governor of Georgia said actually it's just the opposite. He talked to him and he said, "What do you need?" and provided it. Now we've got Hurricane Milton strengthening into another Category 4, heading toward Florida, and according to the Associated Press, heading toward population centers there, including in Tampa and in Orlando, looking at possible mass evacuations. And this is just 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene. And so what was being said by FEMA was not that they're out of money, but that with the uptick of these hurricanes and the fact that we're seeing more and more of them, they're probably going to need more money than originally allocated. That is something that Speaker Mike Johnson has refused to even put up for a vote. And meanwhile, Trump wants to point the finger at Democrats because he's just that slimy. He's just that slimy. You're over here trying to rescue yourself from floodwaters that are wiping entire small towns away, and he want to talk about the governor can't get the president on the phone and make people freak out saying that FEMA's out of money or that FEMA's giving money to migrants. And in fact, that's not true. It turns out that's what Trump did when he was in office. He moved money out of FEMA to deal with the border. And I've always said that he's always that's what Trump does. I know you are, but what am I? Whenever he accuses you of, he's pretty much always doing it. So once again, that turns out to be the case. 800-920-1580 if you want to weigh in on these and other topics. We are unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward. Tabitha Smiley's new book, The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later, is now on sale everywhere. This classic text shot to #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list almost 2 decades ago. If you have the original book, you will surely want to get this 20th anniversary edition with powerful new contributions from today's leading voices. This 20th anniversary edition presents a compelling blend of historical insights and contemporary urgency in this critical and unprecedented election year. Get your copy of The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later today.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months, and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 congratulates Tavis Smiley on receiving the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joseph R. Biden Jr. for a lifelong commitment to using his media and philanthropic platforms to help build a stronger nation. A host of Tavis's family, friends, colleagues, and luminaries, including LA Mayor Karen Bass, joined in the celebration. KBLA Talk 1580 wishes to thank the following partners for their support: the Weingart Foundation, Avitor's Public Opinion Research, Waters Tax Service, LA Councilmember Heather Hutt, the Empowerment Congress, Wallace and Renee Fortuné, the IQ Air Foundation, Dr. Kenneth Arduna and Central Neighborhood Christian Health Clinics, LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell, LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, Ambassador Michael A. Lawson, Ambassador Charles R. Stiff, and Attorney John E. Sweeney. Congratulations, Tavis, on your Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. The conversation continues right now with Dominique DiPrima on First Things First.
Yeah, I want to go to the phones, and like I said, you're invited, 800-920-1580. But first, I got to correct something that is on the Black Information Network News. As you know, that is something we air on our station, but it's not produced by KBLA Talk 1580. And what they said about the voter registration is just simply wrong. All 50 states have their own voter registration deadlines. So what their news report, and I use that term advisedly, well, I use it with air quotes at the moment, is that that today is the last day to register, and if you don't register today, then you cannot vote. I call BS, and I don't know if that was what we call intentional voter suppression or just sloppy journalism. It's hard for me to imagine. I won't speculate, but I'm just saying, really, you didn't know that all 50 states have their own voter registration dates? You didn't know that? You didn't know that in California you can register on the day of, if you're in California, for example. And we're not the only state like that. Some states you can register the day of. Many of them you can register at different times. You got to check with your Secretary of State. You can check with USA.gov. They have information. I'm reading right off USA.gov. Every state, except North Dakota, requires people to register if they want to become voters. So if you live in North Dakota, you don't even have to register. Depending on your state, the deadline to register to vote could be as much as a month before the election. Check your voter registration deadline by selecting your state on vote.gov, or you can go to the Secretary of State's website for wherever you live. I hate that so much. The last thing we need right now is people telling people that it's too late for them to vote or that they can't register to vote. It is, well, yeah, let me not cuss. So the air quality today in the KBLA studio is a 4, which is very, very good. I feel good breathing. And here in the Leimert Park area, the outdoor air quality is at 83, which is a little rough. They suggest you close your windows and doors to avoid that dirty air coming into your home and restrict your outdoor activities. This is according to IQ Air, our partner here, and brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580. Let's go to Dwight calling from the city of Compton. Good morning, Dwight.
Good morning, Dominique. Hotep. I'd like to wish your belated dad a happy heavenly birthday. I enjoyed the service that you and your family had at Nate Holden's center.
Oh, you
For
were
his,
at that? Wow.
I was at there.
In 2014.
I got to see your son correct the computers for us when he was a little guy. The computers went out. Your son stepped up to the plate, boy. He was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. That's funny.
And I'd like to say congratulations on your Pioneer Woman Award. Congratulations to Tavis on his Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. You guys been at least you're getting some recognition, Dominique. And I just want to give you guys your roses while you're still here to enjoy them, Dominique. And you're so right. We got to be aware of all the misinformation we want to get. Just go to vote.gov. You can see if you register, if you've been purged from the voting rolls. They're coming up with all kind of tricks. And like you said, Dominique, I want to also remind you that Kamala Harris is going to be on 60 Minutes tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern and 8 o'clock Pacific time. Donald Trump didn't show up because he didn't want to have to face the music. He didn't even show up. So we get to see Kamala Harris maybe for a longer amount of time, which is all good. We get to hear some facts and not some lies. But Dominique, it's so funny how we only have 1 month. And 1 month to stop this Project 2025, where they're going to do away with a lot of government programs, put Republican MAGA people ahead of all these departments. Even though you may have good people at the bottom, if the head tells you to do something, he can get rid of you or block whatever you're trying to do, just like Bill, the Attorney General, tried to do with Trump with the
Bill Barr. Yeah, you're thinking of Bill Barr. Yeah.
Bill Barr. Yeah. So it's corruption all throughout the Republican Party. We need to vote out as many Republicans as we can, vote in as many Democrats as we can, because we need a Democratic majority House, a Democratic majority Senate, and we need to have Kamala Harris as president to get these things through, because Republicans just sabotaging our government. Like you said, they're lying about FEMA giving help. Even the governors of these states are saying President Biden is giving them all the help they need, and President Biden told them to call him if they need even more. So the media is not going to report the good things that's going on with the help. And like you said, we got another hurricane coming in Milton. So I hope these hurricanes don't affect the voters getting out to vote in these places, and they make sure they have ways to let these people vote that homes are destroyed and stuff. And what's sad about it, Dominique, I used to work for the Postal Service. So we have DeJoy is the postmaster right now, and he came in tearing up machinery to process the mail during the election season and during Christmas season. So I know that President Biden couldn't get rid of him right now, and it's too late now. So maybe Kamala Harris can look into replacing him, because he gave Donald Trump $1 million donation to be placed as head of the Postal Service.
Well, I mean, I was reading about it's a complicated thing where they have to replace enough board members to vote the guy out. And because of all the little rules about voting the guy out, about how you have to get those board members in there, Biden hasn't been able to get a majority to vote the guy out. And now apparently DeJoy is investing money to campaign to stay and saying that he's done such a good job. But real experts are worried that he's decimated the post office so much it could impact the election and the ability to deliver those ballots. Nevertheless, we're going to show up and we're going to vote. Let's go to Jeanette calling us from Inglewood. Good morning, Jeanette.
Good morning, Dominique. Thank you so much for taking my call. I have two things really quick. First, my heart goes out to the mothers who felt that they had to turn in their children who did the smash and grab at the 7-Eleven.
It couldn't be me.
Yes.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah. I don't have any children, but if I did, I don't think I could do it either. But you know what? I wonder what is happening to those children now. I wonder what would happen if, what's his name, Hochman was the DA?
That's his name. Oh, Jeanette, you just reminded me before I forget. DA George Gascon will be on with me Wednesday in the final hour of the show. So if you want to compare and contrast, you can do that.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. But also I wonder, what would they do if the police had just the total immunity that they could could get.
Right.
So, so we need to think about those things. And which is the proposition? Is it 47? What are we supposed to do? Yes or no? I'm going to be listening.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. You're talking about Prop 36. Prop 36 is overturning many aspects of 47. That's why 47 came into your mind, because 47 was years ago. 36 is a no. And I know people say, I won't tell you how to vote. Well, you can do your own research. That's fine. But I will tell you no on 36. Even though it's probably going to pass, because it seems like everyone but black folks wants it. But it's basically creating more and more harsher penalties, which the governor just signed a whole bunch more harsher penalties into law like a week ago. So we can go back to the 3 strikes, lock them up, throw away the key, put everyone in prison. Meanwhile, we're deluding ourselves that we're going to close jails when folks are passing policies that try to incarcerate our way out of problems that doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you're going to lock up everybody, it just doesn't work, and it's expensive.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but 36 is one of the most important things if you're in California, to vote no on 36. Yeah.
Okay, one more thing. I don't know if we have time or not, but I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what you were saying earlier about trying to talk people into voting for Harris. So someone in the chat wrote that they hope that Trump doesn't win. However, the same person wrote that I am West Abdullah voter unapologetically. This person is from Pennsylvania. So your vote just went to Trump. And let's remember what Trump did when he tried to pressure that Georgia Secretary of State for those 11,780 votes.
Yeah. Hold that thought, Jeanette. We got news, traffic, and sports. But don't believe the story about the voter registration. It's wrong. Listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is an intervention. When we come forward, includes you. KBLA Talk 1580, turning pain into power.
I'm Ree Harris, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Hurricane Helene ravaged the southeast, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. The warm water in the Gulf is fueling yet another hurricane, Milton. The storm is expected to slam into Florida as a Cat 3 in the next 48 hours. The Food and Drug Administration is revising its egg recall. The original egg recall is being upgraded to a Class 1 recall. The first recall said 65 people got sick with salmonella connected to eggs sold in 9 states from May to August. The deadline to register to vote for the 2024 general election is today. The process takes less than 2 minutes. Go to vote.gov and register now. And that's the latest. I'm Ree Harris on your home for 24/7 news, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Hey Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries? Shop Prime exclusive deals at your local Amazon Fresh grocery store and get 50% off a 3-pound bag of grapes for $3.99. Get deals on thousands of grocery items and save up to 50% on weekly favorites. Find an Amazon Fresh store near you. Select varieties.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
It was only a preseason game Sunday night, but it was a milestone moment for the NBA. LeBron and his son Bronny were on the court together during the Lakers game against Phoenix in Palm Springs. It was the first time in NBA history a father and son appeared together in a game. LeBron and Bronny started the second quarter. They were on the floor together for 4 minutes. Bronny missed his only shot attempt, a three-pointer. He finished the game with 4 turnovers. The Dodgers were pounded by San Diego in Game 2. The Padres hit 6 home runs in a 10-2 rout to tie the best-of-5 series at 1 apiece. Dodgers fans were not happy. The 7th inning was delayed several minutes when fans threw baseballs and other objects at Padres outfielders Jurickson Profar and Fernando Tatis. The next 2 games are in San Diego. The Rams are 1-4 after losing at home to Green Bay. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk Radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Looking for a purposeful and passionate way to make a difference in your community? Volunteer with our Senior Medicare Patrol and help prevent Medicare fraud. S&P volunteers work in their community educating peers about healthcare fraud and how to prevent and detect it. Free training starts soon. Check us out online or at an S&P open house near you. We're on a mission to stop fraud. Join our team. You make a difference. Visit ca-smp-volunteer.org.
I'm Jeff Davis. I believe my daughter should inherit something, but not the role and responsibility of burying me. That's why I have a pre-need burial insurance plan through Harrison Ross Mortuary. Their plan offers me 4 payment options. 1, pay in advance or pay over 3, 5, or 10-year time periods to keep the payments affordable. Contact the professionals today at Harrison Ross Mortuary. We can be reached at area code 310-704-4901. That's 310-704-4901. And ask for me, Jeff Davis. Thank you.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust new Febreze car vent clips, now with 3 times greater scent control, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with new Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing, which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Broadcasting live from Leimert Park, USA. Welcome back to your home for unapologetically progressive radio. KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580. That's a little Santa Go. Maybe we'll hear another one the top of the hour. That's the show I went to Saturday night. And, Miles, I guess you were already up on her. I was not really tracking her music, but I really enjoyed the show. It was excellent. Excellent. And I enjoyed the songs. So I don't how would you categorize that?
Kind of like an alternative R&B-ish, neo soul vibe music type ish, like it's a whole vibe. It's one of them type vibe.
It definitely has some punk rock influences too, for sure.
So who?
Punk rock influences too, for sure.
Oh, definitely her, yeah. But the thing is too, she's like I heard about her the same time I started hearing about like Drake. So I heard about her in like 09, 08.
Yeah. I mean, she's got hits going back. Well, hits, not mainstream hits, but hits in her space.
Yeah. And
going back, but I just wasn't tracking her. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I've been tracking her, but to hear that she's still doing her thing, and then to see her socials and her post after seeing you went to the show and really getting into her catalog and looking at it. Yeah, I'm gonna really check her out. I'm proud.
Yeah, it was a great show. I mean, just a performance show. So it was really fun. Anyway, let's see. We got some folks on the phone, which I always love. Going to Ron, calling us from Richmond. Good morning.
Good morning to the world famous Dominique DiPrima in the building.
Okay, now I'm world famous.
Man, I be checking you out just to see how you look. I'm
Thank
keep
you.
it 100. You know how the players. You already know how the players up here in the Bay do. I be just want to see how you looking on my TV screen. So, always looking beautiful as usual with that smile. You know, making me proud to be from the Bay. You know what I mean. So, shout out to the Bay Area homie Dominique DiPrima in the building. Shout out to Miles. I was thinking about that remix of Drake. That song. Is it called "I'm Coming Home"? Is that the name of it?
I do not know. I'm sorry.
I know, Miles. You know, "I'm Coming Home." That's the name of it by Drake. It's a remix that he put out with Rick Ross on it.
I'm not sure which. I'm coming home.
I'm coming. I guess that's the name of it. Yeah. I mean, because Drake got so
We're
many
going.
albums out,
Hold
so.
on. We're going home. No, that's an old song. I don't know.
It could be. Yeah. I had the joint. I had the CD joint. Like, you know, when you play a CD, it'll show the name of the song across a little screen. Yeah, little young kids don't know nothing about that, but yeah, I had that back around that age, around that year,
I guess Rick Ross did do a remix to "Hold On, We're Going Home." I guess.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, it's knocking. Yeah, I had that. Yeah.
Okay.
I
All right.
Bumping.
We're looking for proof of life from Drake. So when you say something new, it's like, wait, what?
Ain't nothing wrong with Drake. Shout out to Drake, but yeah, he all right. As far as I know, he's doing okay.
Okay.
But man, all these fair weather, getting tired of all these fair weather Cowboy fans here in the Bay want to diss my Steelers, man. That they like they won the Super Bowl last night or something. It was a good game,
Cowboy
man.
fans in the Bay? That's like sacrilege.
Yeah, it's someone that do radio here in the Bay. I could put a name out there, but yeah, she a diehard Cowboy fan.
Okay.
She all in Wonderland happy because they got their little win. It's still early in the season, so calm that down. You know what I mean? Then we always know what happens every season. They get that little one playoff win, then they can't go no further. So, you know what I'm saying? We shutting that down. But shout out to my Steelers, man. We was at home. We took a L, but it's week. What is this? Week 5. We got week 6 coming up.
Oh my gosh, Ron! You should have seen those. You should have seen those Green Bay fans last night. They were so loud. And then when we were walking out of the stadium,
we played L.A. Rams. Oh yeah. I forgot about
when we were walking out of the stadium, they were taunting us so loud. In fact, me and my girlfriend were surrounded by Green Bay fans. You could tell they do this all the time. That's why I was trying to figure out: are they from L.A.? Are they traveling? And Miles says both.
Yeah, and I saw that picture of you. You was at the game. You had your gear on out there, the L.A. Ram gear?
Yes, I did. I was trying to make up. All the people were mad at me for wearing my 49ers on there.
I
was trying to make it right.
Yeah.
No, but but L.A. is my adopted home. I love L.A.,
Yeah.
but I never forget my Bay Area roots. Okay, so here's the song I was talking about, Hey There, Delilah, which is where Drake uses a Jamaican accent, and I think it was a recent song that he put out.
Okay.
And it was really terrible, but that's why I was wondering if he was okay. Anyway.
Wagwan Delilah?
Yeah, Wagwan Delilah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Have you heard it?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, well,
like I said. I like the earlier Drake. Shout out to Drake. The earlier Drake.
Call it. Yeah, that was making me wonder, how he was doing.
It's all love, but yeah, rep your football team, man. I went to my brother got me a ticket. It was back in 2013. Pittsburgh came to Oakland and played the Raiders, and I had my Pittsburgh gear on there. All the Raider fans out there drunk.
You crazy? You could get beat up for that.
Oh, no, never that, man. My brother, he had my back.
Them Raider fans woo. But I already know when my brother sees me in a Rams shirt, he's probably going to disown me because we're 49er fans. We've been 49er fans since we were little kids, and I know he's going to probably disown me when he sees that picture. But it was fun. I had fun.
That's what's up. Yeah, as long as you have fun. As long as you have fun with nobody out there tripping, sweating you, you know what I mean? Yeah, you good to go. So you keep on going to the football games, Dominique. Don't let them folks scare you off.
Yeah, and you see my football, right, Ron? You see my football?
Man, I'm a diehard. Yeah, we all sports fans in my family, man. Yeah, me, music and football and sports. That's me all day. So
you should have seen me making that catch. Whew.
I heard that. You got skills out there on the field? I heard that.
No, I do not. But
I'm going to have to see some Mr. Brown video of you run out there.
I do not have football skills. Don't let me lie like that. But I did make the completion, so that was all I needed that day.
I heard that. Oh, yeah, real quick, I'm going to stop yapping. If you get a chance, check out Snoop Dogg. He was mad after because he took a flight out there to the Pittsburgh game. He was highly upset. He was talking about, homies, don't be blowing up my phone. That made his partners that made bets on the game and all that stuff. So
yeah, apparently so did Carl from L.A. Apparently he called up here talking about those Green Bay fans really made a lot of money on their bets. Wonder how you know that. Anyway, I appreciate the call, Ron. Stay strong.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get all off the subject, man. I know it's getting serious and that election coming up next month, so I am registered to vote. I'm doing the absentee. Me and my mom. Yeah, me and my mom do the absentee thing here. She's 83 years young. God bless my mom. She's hanging in there and everything. So, but we this is. Oh yeah, and I know about the. She's scheduled to be on 60 Minutes tonight. I'm gonna check that out too.
Yeah, for sure. And Donald Trump did. He did decide he didn't want to do 60 Minutes, which is something traditionally presidential candidates do. But you got to know your limits. Thank you, Ron. I'm glad you're registered. I think it was California Supervisor Holly Mitchell who said on Saturday that we should be in charge of getting at least 3 to 5 other members of our family to vote, making sure they're registered, making sure they, either fill out their mail-in ballot or go and vote. 3 to 5, if we can each be responsible for that, folks that we know are eligible but often don't vote, that would make a big difference.
That's what's up. Yes, God bless you, Dominique. Shout out to Miles, the whole KBLA crew. Thank you for taking my calls. I appreciate you.
Thank you for calling us. Ron called 800-920-1580, and I invite you to do the same. Yes, Paul Lee, I saw that story, the Supreme Court today. Let's stand a decision barring emergency abortions if they violate the state law in Texas, which has one of the strictest abortion bans anywhere. They didn't say why. They didn't give any comment. They just kept in place a lower court order that said hospitals cannot be required to provide terminations to pregnancy if it would violate that law. The Biden administration had asked the justices to throw out that order, saying that hospitals have to perform those surgeries in emergency situations under federal law. Supreme Court says not so much. Why do we care? Women are dying. It's not hyperbole. It is not speculation. It is happening now under these draconian, Trumpian, anti-choice laws. 800-920-1580. We are unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
Have you heard of the 50-30-20 rule? This can help you spend and save your money wisely. So, how does it work? Distribute your dollars into 3 buckets. 50% towards needs, 30% towards your wants, and 20% goes to savings. Use this tool to help your journey to financial success. Sponsored by J.P. Morgan Chase & Company.
And that chill in the air means one thing. It's truck season!
Just 5 more minutes.
No snoozing. You've got so much to do. So do it all in a Chevy Colorado or Silverado, including the HD or class-leading 440-mile range of the Silverado EV.
Wait, what? Are you talking to me?
You, yes! Picture it. Work, play, hauling gear, off-roading. A Chevy truck can take whatever you can throw at it, including tailgating in an actual tailgate!
I mean, homecoming is just around the corner. Oh, and showing up in a new truck.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get things done and look good doing it.
Okay, I'm up. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Without offering me a ride? That's cold.
It's Chevy truck season. Head to your local Chevy dealer and get 0% financing on all 2024 Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
0% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $27.78 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 9.3%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available, at least in some of the offers. Take me retail delivery by 10/31/24.
The
California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where everybody is somebody and nobody is a stranger. You belong here.
You absolutely belong here, and we're glad that you are here. And if you haven't tapped in yet on the socials, please do so. We're at KBLA 1580 on all platforms, okay? And you can like, follow, subscribe, and most definitely comment. You can find me at DiPrima Radio, DiPrima, and then radio. And I'd love to hear from you anywhere that you find us on socials. Also, you could find the podcasts. They're on our app, all the podcasts, my show, Tavis's show, anything you missed. And you can find them wherever you get your pods, free of charge. So it is the 7th of October. There's commemorations going on in Israel, demonstrations and remembrances, because a year ago today, Hamas attacked Israel and abducted hundreds of people. They killed people. And now this incredible genocide in Gaza has been going on for the past year. Meanwhile, on the anniversary of this massacre, this horrifying massacre, Israelis are striking targets against, they say, Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas throughout Gaza, continuing their incursions on the West Bank. So, certainly I didn't expect this to be still ramping up and going on a year later, with so many deaths and so many civilians injured, babies killed. It's horrifying. Speaking of horrifying, I mean, there's just nothing that matches that in the world going on right now. It's terrible, the loss of life and the encroachment on sovereignty that's happening in the Ukraine, the loss of life in this Sudan and in Congo. The world is at war, and it is my expectation that whoever the next president might be, we will hold them accountable for peace. We have a right to peace, and we certainly should not be funding the slaughter of civilians. So Trump went back to the place where he was reportedly, there was an assassination attempt on him, and gave a speech in a in an attempt to get, some of the publicity. Makes sense. I'm going back to where I was shot at, so everybody's going to cover that. And he had Elon Musk there with him, who's now become a massive meme once again because of what his jumping around and his speech at the rally with Trump. He was doing way too much, jumping in the air and saying all kinds of crazy things. So he's definitely he's definitely a meme. One guy tweeted, even Trump thinks Elon is a weirdo. Because there's a picture of Trump at the podium with Elon jumping in the air with his hands up and his stomach showing. Anyway, he called himself Dark MAGA, which is peak nerd speak. In any case, let's go. Who's been waiting? Willie from Florida. Hi, Willie.
Hi. Good morning, Dominique. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, I'm calling in from Orlando. My good brother Paul Lee, who I associate with on the on Musk platform.
We love Paul Lee, and I'm praying for you because you got a hurricane heading towards you, don't you?
Yeah, I stay in Orlando, so it's like it has to be a Cat 5 to hit us to do anything substantial.
Okay.
What I'm worried about is we're being inundated by rain right now as we speak, and that this is not hurricane rain. This is just regular Florida rain. So I'm kind of worried about flooding, but I stay kind of high. Don't really have to worry about flooding in my area. But yes, prayers go out to anybody that's going to be affected, has been affected by hurricanes. And one time for Ron DeSantis, who vetoed the infrastructure money that President Biden was trying to send to Florida in order for people to fix the flooding issues in their community. So shout out to that retard. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, my apologies. Shout out to him. And yes, I'm a newfound member of the Congressional Black Caucus here in Orlando. Shout out to our leader, Timothy Ayers. And I'm also running for precinct committeeman of area 617. Shout out to my leader, the fabulous Nikki Barnes, who plugged me in and put me into the game. As a black man, I feel like it is absolutely imperative for us to show up and show our voice and do what we have to do in order to get Kamala Harris across the finish line. Just like Twa said, it's either the AKA or the KKK. So as a black man, I'll never be voting for the KKK, and that's how I stand on it.
Yeah, it's well said. I mean, one of the talking points that we hear a lot, Willie, is the Democratic plantation. Black people on the Democratic plantation. Okay, so you rather go on the Republican slave ship or the Republican KKK meeting where you're definitely not sitting at the table, you're on the menu?
Absolutely, Mr. DiPrima. If I could say, if anybody has seen that video of the black Trump supporter getting jumped by the white Trump supporters, you should automatically know and understand where you stand at in that party.
I saw that, and ridiculous reposting by Tariq Nasheed, who said these are white people attacking a non-FBA black person, which, number one, how do you know that? And number two, I don't care if he's FBA, FBI, or ABC, white people don't get to jump on and attack black people nowhere, no how, and it's okay with me. I mean, he was implying that we're supposed to be good with it because the guy's not black American. Make it make sense.
And to that point, Mr. Prima, that shows the inhumanity of this ADOS SBA movement. You know what I mean? To sit back and say that another black person can be attacked, another human being, by that matter, can be attacked at a Trump rally, the person who you support because they're not American. Hold on. Well, how could they not be American if they wasn't there to begin with? Because the America First platform that they sit back and put out will make sure that any other black person wouldn't want to be there who wasn't American. especially with the attacks that went on recent weeks with the with our brothers and sisters from the Haitian community. So come on now, I just believe that movement is so disingenuous, and they cannot in any way galvanize power for what the one thing that they really want, which is reparations. Y'all will never galvanize power with separating everybody the way they do. I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman.
No, Willie, two things. Number one, you can call me Dominique. Number two, I believe there are sincere people within the ADOS and FBA ranks, but I believe there's a lot of ops and a lot of literally bots, ops, and evildoers. And I hope that folks, are not being duped, is what I'll say. I hope people are not being duped. I do think that's one of the dumbest things I've heard. Oh, let them beat him up. He's not FBA. Stop that. Make that stop. It's all bad. Willie, you said you're in office and you're running for office.
No, not in office. I'm running for. It's like a minor political office. It's,
okay.
Precinct committeeman. So it's basically like an organizing thing that I'll be doing once I get in, and it's like per either 10,000 or 100,000 people, and I live in Central Florida. There's over 1 million people here. So I'm guaranteed.
Okay, so you want to give us your website or something for folks that want to support you?
Well, it isn't really. I don't really have a website or anything like that because it's just lower level things of that nature. But I just encourage the people of Florida. Today's the last day to register to vote. So please register to vote. Please let your voice be heard. Please bank in these early voting, your early vote and mail-in ballots. That way, to the earlier point you was having a conversation about the joy. They can't mess that up. And hey, let's flip Florida, people. Let's flip the country.
Yeah, well, it's great to hear from you. I hope you'll call again and let us know for sure if you get your seat and just how things are going in the state of Florida.
I definitely will, Dominique. I appreciate you taking my call. I appreciate the time. Shout out to my people in Florida and across the world.
Indeed. Finally, a Florida man who's making some sense. We'll be talking with attorney Connie Rice next hour. I want to hear what she has to say about the appointment of Jim McDonnell as the new LAPD chief. That and more when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Ray Harris, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Hurricane Helene, its egg recall. The original egg recall is being upgraded to a Class 1